I'm Beth Banham, and I am excited about being your retreat speaker this year. I thought I'd share with you some reasons why I would sign up for this retreat. The first one is it's in Newport. Oh my word, Newport. I love Newport. You've got the bayfront, you've got a beautiful ocean view, and you're staying in a fantastic hotel. That is enough to go on a retreat right there. Secondly, is it's a great time to make connections with the women from your church. My husband and I say that in a weekend retreat, we can do more for building community and connection than a year of Sundays. There is nothing that builds fellowship and authenticity like a retreat. Another reason to go is simply that you don't have to do laundry. You don't have to take care of the kids. You can get away and have some time for you to spend some time connecting with God and connecting with others. Another reason why I'm excited about this retreat is that we have some great content to go over. The theme is growing in the knowledge and grace of Jesus Christ. And that's a fantastic theme that is going to be quite a bit to unpack, because what I want to do with it is talk about what does that even mean? It sounds pretty, it sounds shiny, but how do we really do that? It brings up the YBH question, the yeah, but how? And so we want to address what that looks like. Yeah, but how do you really live out the grace and knowledge of Christ in our life and our day-to-day stuff? So we're going to do that on the first night and talk about what that means. And then we're going to talk about growing in grace in conflict. When we have people in our lives that get under our skin, when there's people that we just don't even like, how do we be people of grace towards them? The other thing we're going to talk about is having grace and growing in grace in our suffering. And I know women, and I know that the level of suffering that a lot of women go through, probably you, is astronomical. The things that are on your plate, those places of loss and hurt and heartache. Elizabeth Elliot has a fantastic definition of suffering. She says that suffering is wanting what you don't have or having something you don't want. And that suffering always fits into one of those two categories, having something you don't want or wanting something you don't have. And I bet that's true for you. When you think about the things that you're struggling with right now, it likely fits into one of those pockets. So we're going to talk about growing in grace and the knowledge of God in our suffering. And then we're going to talk about growing in grace and the knowledge of God in a world that wants to keep us in the shallows. I know that last year you had the theme of something like being deeply rooted and growing deep. That is a rock star theme. And we're going to touch on that too, and the importance of having deep roots in a world that wants us shallow. So if I look out at the people in my church or people that I know, we are all anxious. We're depressed. We're spending tons of time in front of our screens. We're not okay. And it's having horrible effects on our life and our spiritual life and our relationships. And so I want to talk about that. How do we grow deep? How do we grow in our connection with God and our connection with others when everything wants to keep us in the shallows? So I look forward to talking to you about these things, and I hope that you sign up for the retreat today, and I will see you at the beach.